Welcome to the show. This is Mind the Gap. I'm your host, Darius, a.k.a. Yamamoto.
It's your boy, TK, a.k.a. the Black Hoodie Gilgamesh.
And come on, bro. What you doing?
And it's spam.
Welcome to the show. I'm Darius, a.k.a. Yamamoto.
And it's your boy, TK, a.k.a. the African Yellow Hoodie Gilgamesh.
Added some more in there. Okay. You are now watching Mind the Gap.
Well, we discovered the truth behind the noise.
Thank you very much. We got through it. I'm proud of us.
We did, finally.
Today's episode, we have a few topics. We're going to discuss the disparity between the police in New York, between white and black people due to the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
We also going to revisit the Ahmaud Arbery case, touch on the developing case of Sean Reed, another young man who was slain by the police, recently. And also we're going to talk about America's response to the coronavirus.
Facts.
Right now, I need you to look below the video.
Facts.
Check out those links.
Hit them.
See where you can find us on social media so you can follow us. And make sure you check out our Patreon to see what you can get with your money.
And we got plenty of things to give you, plenty of content. Also, hit that subscription bell. Hit that subscription button. Then hit
the bell so you know when we post videos.
Facts.
Either way, just hit it.
Just hit that button. You know, we don't mind whether you watch it or not. You better watch it though.
I think they got it. Calm down, blood bag.
Let me do it.
So, should we do like last week to go racial to something else, or what you want to do?
I mean, we go racial.
Let's go racial. It's all racial. There's been a lot of racial stuff happening.
Yeah.
Let me open my notes real quick. So you want to start with Ahmaud, since we covered when you want to start with New York?
We start in New York.
Let's start with New York. Okay. So if you haven't seen it, there's been a couple of videos circulating with the police mishandling their arrest, I guess you would say. Well, it's not surprising. One, I think it was 3 officers. I believe they were all white. I'm not sure. The one, the little kid, it was like 15 years old that was on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he had snuffed them.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to get everybody else to go back in the building.
Yeah.
And there was another video of
the police officer. That dude, he was Latino.
Yeah, he was Latino. I think he was specifically Dominican. Not that it makes so much of a difference, but he was manhandling another suspect, and then somebody else came up and wanted to do anything.
Flexing.
Yeah. And then dropped him.
And I forgot his name, too.
The officer?
Yeah.
I forgot, too.
Yeah.
We're going
to look it up.
Yeah, we're going to look that up.
Put it in
but you look at the video, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. And they put him on desk duty. They took his badge and his gun.
But both of them are still working.
Still working.
Still working. All of the officers involved.
Mm-hmm.
But it's contrasted by all the photos and videos you see of them policing, like, on the other side on like Hudson Park.
Same city too.
Same city, but you know they handing out masks. They politely, you know what I'm saying, telling people to disperse. But for some reason,
or just telling them be careful.
Yeah, it's not just in New York. I mean, in I remember, I think y'all may have seen that video of Philadelphia where they snatched the man off the bus because he didn't have a mask on. Instead of just giving him a mask, they just manhandled him and threw him off the bus.
I know.
So there are more, humane ways of dealing with people that could be.
But even in that, the police, even like I think it was either the police commissioner or somebody that was above, it was like, we not telling them to do that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like.
Just letting it happen.
Yeah, we was like, bro, like don't do that,
that's
bro.
Per usual.
Yeah. Like, man, cut that shit out. Like, even my man that did that shit in New York, the I don't know, man. I want to say Latino so bad, but I don't know his name. Even when he did
Martinez
that shit,
Martinez something. I think it's Martinez.
But even when he did that shit, that was like, bro, we not telling you to go out there and do that, man. Like, what are y'all doing out there? Like, relax, B. But they just doing that shit. Like, come on, man. Like,
man.
First of all, you getting on them people, because if I'm not mistaken, it was because they didn't have on the mask and they want social distancing. Okay, so you the police officer. None of them police officers that I seen had any mask on. Fact.
Number one.
2, you grabbing people, throwing people in places. That's not even close to social distancing. So not only you telling somebody to do something,
and
this
is a Latino video, not the other one.
Not the other one.
Before y'all try to, they had masks on. We talking about the one.
We talking about the one in New York,
yeah.
Fam. But the one with my man pull out to stop flexing. Why you flexing? That shit
with the taser.
You know what I'm saying? The same one that had his knee on my man's neck. That one that could have easily killed him or something.
At any point, a police officer's job at any point should be to de-escalate the situation.
Protect and serve.
Not escalate the situation.
Yeah. You clearly escalated her. So what if he flexing? He ain't run up on you.
Yeah.
You did that shit on your own. That's what I mean. Like, you not even following the rules that they're giving for the citizens.
Yeah.
No mask, no social distance. As we start over, cuz I don't know. That's a lot of
highly unnecessary. Highly.
I didn't even know he had a bike.
My man was going 12 miles an hour. There's no need to be that loud.
I don't even think my man was going that fast.
He's in the community.
But yeah, man, nobody was doing what they were supposed to do in that situation. But so what made them people right? That's what I be talking about, man. That shit is faulty.
So that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I got another question after I give you these numbers. So as far as we know right now, there have been 123 summons. What you doing? What are you? Anyway, like I was saying, as according to the numbers that came in Sunday, May the 3rd, there have been 123 summonses and 7 arrests. But the agency is refusing to disclose how many tickets it has issued and where they came from. So I'm thinking, my man,
Yeah.
like I was saying,
Yeah.
according to the latest numbers, which came out Sunday, May 3rd, there have been 123 summonses and 7 arrests. And right now they're not disclosing how many tickets have been issued, but they're also not disclosing where those tickets are coming from. But if I had to guess,
if I had to gamble,
if I had to bet my life on it, I would think that they were coming from more black and brown neighborhoods than they were the other side of the Hudson River.
yeah,
So
I agree. I mean, I ain't there, but if I had to guess,
if we asked somebody, I'm sure they'd be like, yeah,
mm-hmm.
this is stop and frisk, man. I mean, but here's the thing though, because here's the thing I think is interesting. A lot of people would look at the instances and like this. Well, there's the Latino guys doing it too, so it can't be racism.
Mm-hmm.
But that's in fact not the truth, because in one example you have 3 white officers. I believe they were all white, and then you have this thing in like black community. I'm guessing like in Latino community where we're not afraid to do something to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But we're afraid. We think twice before we do something to a white person.
And I also say, like, even with that officer that did it, I should have looked up his name, but I forgot his name. But I did look up his name. I just forgot his name. But anyway, he had already other cases.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had other lawsuits against him. I think he had one for like 8,000. I had another one for like 20,000. So he already had other cases against him. See, the thing is, and I have learned that a lot of times when you go to these urban communities, they don't have good lawyers. So when they settle out for much like minimal. But if you do that on Wall Street or you do that somewhere like on the upper class,
they'll take it to court.
Yeah, we talking about 100,000, 100,000.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? A couple 100,000.
That's another thing, though. That's why that brings me back to my point.
100,000.
Because when you think about doing somebody that's white, you don't know who they know or the resources they have.
Yeah.
But you figure that I'm in the hood.
Yeah.
I don't know a judge.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I'm not balling. I ain't got money like that.
Mm-mm.
So it's easy for me if I throw you on the ground.
They don't have nobody to defend them like
right.
they do.
They don't feel the repercussions as much as they would.
Mm-hmm.
What they
gonna do? Just fill out a report?
Yeah.
They gonna fill out a report.
Where's that gonna go?
But if I know him and he know the judge, and if I got enough money to make this an issue,
then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, hey, sir, can you just please put on this mask?
Facts. Things a little different, man.
We need economic power, and we need to let people know I can find out where you live.
Yeah, facts. On to the next subject. I'm glad you started out like that. I like that.
I mean, that's what I was thinking, man. Because the Latino gentleman, I'm like, bro, like, I know you stay in the hood somewhere.
I doubt it.
You think you don't?
I think he stays somewhere.
He
that
hood
he
adjacent.
I say this. I think he may or may not stay somewhere that's not in that neighborhood.
Oh yeah. But somebody
he
can
don't
find
police
him.
the neighborhood. He probably don't police the neighborhood he at.
Oh no.
But I that's only me assuming.
Nah, you don't shit where you eat, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying he don't stay in that neighborhood, but somebody know how to get to him. But yeah, man, we gotta start. I'm not saying touch these people, but touch these people.
So don't let them get away with it. They gonna keep harming you.
That's what people think, man. They don't think if they're gonna show up at your door, they're gonna keep doing it. Because if the law is not gonna do something,
shit, you gotta do something for yourself.
Yeah,
I can't let you keep punching.
I'm
me
not
in the
endorsing violence, man. I'm just saying
face.
Can't be hard to find.
Can't keep getting punched in the face.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Goddamn mosquito, bro. All right, so I guess moving on from one racial issue to another one. Recently, the video of Ahmaud Arbery came out of his final moments.
Yeah,
and you know, again, man, it's just like I just don't. Like all that could have been avoided. All that was unnecessary.
mm-hmm.
And to see it just intensified everything, like tenfold.
Because it happened in February.
Yeah.
Happened in February. The dude that was recording, apparently the dude that was recording also lied.
What did he say?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said something that he got in the back of the truck.
Mm.
Clearly, he was in his own vehicle.
Mm.
And he said something else to the police, and it was like, nah, you was driving. Like, you was driving your own vehicle. Why would you, say this or whatever?
Yeah.
But more is going to come out. But regardless of that situation, for a man to be jogging or assumed to be jogging, or doing anything, you're not the police. You're not somebody that has a badge or took an oath to protect and serve. So why are you out there, like, what's my man's name? Like, the Dog
the bounty hunter?
Dog the bounty hunter doing shit like that.
He got caught on tape saying some racist shit, too.
It's always some bullshit, man.
Man.
Like, for you to just be jogging, if that's what you're, he's a student, he was an athlete when he was, they say he was one of the top athletes in this school at the time. So, of course, like, I'm out here jogging. I want to stay in shape. Ain't nothing I can do. There's no gyms open. There's no treadmill I can go run on. Why wouldn't I go out for a jog? I like being in shape. I like looking good. I like running. I like having the wind.
Another thing on the list that we can't do without getting shot.
I tell you what, I seen a quote and I thought it was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Again, like we don't advocate violence, but logic is there. Like if we made an example out of Zimmerman, this wouldn't happen.
Well, they definitely think twice.
That's what I'm saying. They not only did they shoot this person,
fear
but we damn near 2 to 3 months over before anything has happened.
They haven't been arrested.
And the only reason stuff hasn't been happening is because of social media and stuff blew up. That's it. Other than that, the shit would got covered up. Think about all the other shit that go on. They get molded over or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm. That's not getting any
press.
So
this man's walking out to see somebody drop and know that they ain't getting back up. That's something terrible to see. I can't imagine me being a father or a mother seeing some shit like that. To hit
them shots like that, man, and then for you to like see him trying to run away. That did something to me.
And that's me. Like me, I like jogging,
but
I don't like jogging.
But speaking of people showing up their door, did you see that post of them going to their house?
Yes, how they did their march over there. Yeah.
Yeah, we know where you live.
I don't know, man. We don't stand up for each other no more.
Maybe we moving in the right direction. At least that area.
We gotta start protecting each other, loving each other more, looking out for each other. Shit like this should never happen. Again, at least in the 21st century, man. It's 2020. We should be at least protecting each other for shit like this. I don't care. Well, you can look at it any type of way, whether it be a street handle, a legal handle, lawyers, doctors, judges, whatever.
It should be handled.
It should be handled.
I think if you asking me, my thing would be put them on notice. Like, yo, you can be touched, but we're going to try to handle this the legal way. But, if that don't work, I'm not advocating violence again, but
I will say this. If it happened to anybody I know and months have went by without anything happening, something would happen. That's simple. That happened to my brother. That happened to him. That happened to my girl, my niece, my nephew. Somebody getting touched easily. Especially if nobody want to do their job. As a policeman, you're supposed to do your job. As the legal system, supposed to do it for you. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like life is like the price of life has diminished over the time, and I don't know why. Like, was he not important? He was important to somebody. I don't even know that man. That man's important to me.
He just wasn't important to the people with his life in his hands at that moment, because he was other. At that point he wasn't another human being. He was a suspected criminal, or he could have just been a black man. He was like, well, let's see what he up to.
And I don't care what he was doing.
But he was other. He wasn't one of them.
And I don't care what he was doing.
I don't care if he was robbing somebody. I'm just tired of seeing people take justice in their own hands
and nothing
be done with it. At the very least, they should be charged with something. They shouldn't have been out there.
No, they shouldn't.
It's not like he went into their house and attacked them. They went out and chased that man. If we would have, anytime I see this, they say, hey, call the police and we'll handle it.
When I think shit like that, I always think like, if me and you or somebody I know did some shit like that, what would happen?
You're right, man. Ain't no self-defense. Ain't no waiting 2 months before we get arrested. Be a wrap. We'll be in jail that night, $500,000 bond.
Then a video come out. What?
If that video would have came out the way it came out and us killing like a white dude, boy, we'd be under the jail right now.
Or even somebody like one of us. Anybody would be in handcuffs. First.
Before they even got a statements, they was just all we saw was the door closed. And then now we have the killing of Sean Reed, him running away from the police.
I don't know too much about that young man, but I did watch the video. That video was sad. Apparently, I think he was an airman. He was in the Air Force.
In the Air Force.
And did you watch the video?
I watched the video. Apparently, he was on like a small, chase, and then he got the car and started running, and they just
apparently shot him.
I think they said they tried to taser or whatever, but then, they shot him like how many times? Was it 14 shots?
I want to say 13. I don't know how many it was exactly, but I want to say at least 13. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sick of it, bro.
But then my man come up on him and say, well, I think that's going to be a closed casket.
Yeah, and they were laughing. These people got to be handled, bro. One way or another. And that's where I'm at with it. And I guess lastly, to switch gears, the way, America has handled this crisis, I personally think it could have been a lot better. And it just kind of exposes where America is and like what we could do better, basically. Like just we need to reestablish or establish like how much we value life, and like change the way our company operates, because I
like how you put that, our company.
Yeah, and because like it's capitalist driven. Like it's too much. Like during this time we can't even take a break and stay in shelter without our economy collapsing, because we so focused on growth is a good thing, but at some point you can't rely on growth. It has to be some type of sustainability. At some point you got to be able to survive going flat. But America is like, if we not doing this, we doing this. You know what I mean? So, and if we would have had these, policies in place, to use like a trigger word like socialist policies, where everybody's taken care of, and we had been, feeding into that policy, then when this hit, it wouldn't have been so much of a scramble to figure out, how are we gonna get, people that's losing their jobs left and right, to survive, to the next month. But it's because we've been, in this capitalist society so long that we don't know how to look out for each other or do, create programs that help each other. It's always about, if you're not making us profit, then we can't help you. And we should really take this moment to like take a step back and like, what do we value? Do we value people or do we value business more? We need to think about how we structure society, like how much time we put in these businesses, because when these businesses start going under, they weren't helping us out. You know what I'm saying? We should have been bailed out first before, but the businesses was like, we need to say these businesses, we should have been being bailed out. We should have been, our wages should have been, higher. So when we got to this point, we didn't need.
This shit should have been a breeze.
Should have been a breeze.
Should have been a breeze.
But because we so dependent on, businesses and, the government, it didn't, you know what I'm saying? Once it hit, it was like, what are we going to do? We can't pay our bills. We can't,
it's flimsy.
Everybody going to be out on the street.
It's flimsy. It's
flimsy.
This shit have shown me, I seen another quote somebody said, or meme, that shit was funny. It's like, America have shown me since this coronavirus, it ain't nothing but a bad bitch, a broke bad bitch with a Gucci belt.
Facts.
Talk
all this stuff, but when it come down to it,
it's just a bully that just.
And then on top of it, they are risking our lives. The lady the lady in Las Vegas, they are risking our lives by reopening the country too soon.
And cool with it.
And you can hear and what they say, that if we don't open up, we're gonna fail. Yeah. Our economy is gonna collapse, and that's why they pushing so hard, and they willing to sacrifice our lives and the lives of American people. Listening to Trump while he was just in an interview, he was like, as terrible it is, we have to do it.
And then that was my man, the Lieutenant General of Texas,
mm-hmm.
when he was saying like the old people should risk their lives. You gotta get back in the game. You gotta take some risk your lives.
Yeah.
For this green paper or this digital money, shit that we don't even touch half the time. No more. So it's like it's flimsy ground. Like we didn't do what we supposed to. And I looked up some statistics. It was like out of the top 16 countries, we was last in everything. You feel what I'm saying? Most people at risk.
And first and nothing good.
Most people at risk. That's us. What was it? Health system capacity. Last. We got like not computers, but like scanners and like X-ray stuff like that. We topping that, but not even top. We not last.
Mm-hmm.
And also healthcare, affordability for care, also last. So like that's why we're doing so bad during this pandemic. That's why we done shot up to 1 million cases. That's why
on also top of other things.
Like even no matter what they say, we testing more people. We testing more people than anybody else. No, we not. We like number 4. There's other countries that test more and still have less. Nowhere near 1 million.
So the question is, why are our numbers going up?
Yeah, there's countries that ain't even
other countries decreasing.
Nobody has hit over 300,000.
We are at 1 million, and it's projected to go to 2.2 million by the fall. And that's if we get a hold on things, but we open back up, so now everybody touching everybody.
I seen gyms. It's my right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I be talking about that right shit. That's why when people embrace that right shit, it was my rights to do this. It's my rights to do that, bro. When it comes down to public safety, your rights is infringing on other people's rights.
Right. You are in a contract with society. And it's at that point that you have to do what's better for everybody and not just what you think.
Not just yourself. How stupid is that? How stupid are you people?
My right. Like that post I saw, I sent you that was like that Costco, when Costco had
being slick.
Yeah, Costco said, hey, it's a policy that you have to wear a mask in Costco, and then the lady was mad. She was like, it should be our right to not have to choose whether or not we want to wear a mask. I'm like, first of all, like the thinking behind it, like first of all, you walking into their business. Like you don't own Costco. You cannot go into Costco. That's your right. Your right stops at the door. Like if you don't want to go to Costco, you don't have to go to Costco. That's where your right extends. But for some reason, people in their head, they think, yo, wherever I am, I bring my rights with me. But like, no, when you walk into Costco, you give up certain rights.
Yeah, facts.
If Costco say you have to wear Crocs in Costco, then you have to wear Crocs in Costco because that's their business and that's how they operate. They're going to have a pair of Crocs station right here. You can buy a pair or you can leave. If that's what they want to do, they can do that. That's the problem with people. They say, oh, man, my rights. We, you know what I'm saying? We don't even really have rights, bro.
I think I said that in the last video. You thought this freedom of speech shit. If I want to start a riot, I say, hey man, go do this and go do that.
Then it's a rap for that, bro.
Jail.
Like I like the saying, your rights end when my face begins. Meaning, if I throw this punch, if it hits you, that's the end of my rights. There's repercussions after that. So you just can't do whatever you want and just be like, oh, my rights. You sound stupid.
Every time. Sound foolish every time.
And that's why when he said, well, I think I'm in my membership with COSTCO, COSTCO was like, well, I think it's all right to keep your money and not give you a refund because it's their business and they can do what they want because they can decide the policies. You wanna do whatever you want. You find you an island somewhere. You open up your country and you do what you want to do. But as long as you somewhere else, that's not the way you handle it.
Facts. I ain't got nothing to say.
We just end it.
We just handled it. We didn't handle it the best.
Yeah,
I understand that we was on shaky grounds there already, but we didn't handle the situation.
More. We still not handling it great.
Yeah. Now at this point, now we slack. Now at the beginning, I understood because it's a new thing, and you took the funding out of I understand that was a bad idea. I understand you made mistakes in that. Those mistakes are like I understand those mistakes. But these mistakes that we coming upon, you still doing dumb shit. Still
when you know better, you're supposed to do better.
Still not getting a test, still doing this, still lying, or whatever the case may be.
And now,
that's where you mess up.
when we still know we're not excelling in the areas that we need to be, we're opening up the country because we have to. Because if we don't, we'll go broke. Because that's the position we put ourselves in.
With this capitalism.
And it's projected to get worse. Like at no point where they were like, yo,
we had a good point.
We had a good point. It's projected to get worse in the fall. It's going to continue. And we're accelerating the problem by opening back up. When we weren't even slowing down. The numbers weren't slowing down when we decided to open back up.
Some places were slowing down.
They hadn't even hit a curve. We weren't even at the curve, dog.
No, we weren't at a curve. Some places were slowing up. Like New York, they still doing bad, but they was slowing up.
Check the numbers, bro. We're not well.
No, we're not doing good. We're still shooting bad now.
If you can go to Walmart, it may look good because you in Walmart and ain't nobody coughing. But trust me, bro, at least 10 people in there have it or carrying it.
Be safe, man.
Watch yourself, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm sick. I'm tired of all of it, man.
New Zealand, man.
New Zealand, bro. That's what happened when you listen. That's what happened when you listen, dog. Anyway, that's all I have. Talk about this week.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? If you have any comments, please let us know. If you have any topics that you think we should discuss, or if you want to come on the show, bro, we here. You know what I'm saying? We do this.
Facts.
Anything else want to add?
That's it.
All right. Make sure you hit those links below the video. Check out where you can follow us. Make sure you subscribe to us on Patreon so you can get some bonus content. We got some dope stuff coming up. Let us know if you want to be on the show. Like this video. Share it, Hit the bell.
Hit the bell right now.
Hit the bell right now, son.
You know what I'm saying? Please comment, though, man. We appreciate your comment. We don't even mind the hate. We cool with that, too.
Whatever, bro. Man, mind the gap.
Mind the gap, man.